Hello, everyone, and welcome to Around Town. I'm Elizabeth Graff, and we're here at East Lawrence High School. They've got pictures going on. Everyone's in their uniforms. We got football players up on the stadium. Cheerleaders are getting individual pictures. And we're here with a couple ladies who know a lot about the cheerleaders. And tell us your name.
Haley Daniel.
And Haley, how did you get involved with the cheerleaders here at the Falcons?
I cheered here in high school, and then I got hired on at the elementary and decided I wanted to help with cheerleading.
What made you decide to do that?
I like cheerleading. I've always been involved even after I graduated, and my sister cheers, so I'm always up here doing stuff with them anyway.
Yeah, and you probably had so much fun doing it when you were in high school that, you know, being able to get back involved in it, it's just something that I'm sure if you were asked to do it again, your answer would be
yes, definitely.
Of course, yes, because it was probably the best years of your life, right?
Yeah, it was.
So what was it like being able to be out there, one of the cheerleaders, out on the football field and cheering for your team? It was pretty great. She's speechless. She just can't even tell you how emotional she was.
Great.
It was, wasn't it?
Yes.
But what about the crowd? I mean, was it hard to stand out there in front of everybody and to do that? Or was there any times when you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so shy, I can't do it?
No, whenever you're out there, you don't think of yourself being out there by yourself. You're out there with the rest of your team.
Yeah, and it's pretty great to be able to do that, and you get the feedback from the crowd too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what can we expect from the girls this year out on the field when they're cheering?
You can expect like a lot of spirit, and they're going to cheer a lot and jump and stunt and tumble during times when it's okay. So
what does that mean, stunt?
It's where there are two bases, a back spot, and a flyer, and they lift a girl in the air for her to perform a skill.
One of the kind of things that the parents are going, oh, right?
Yeah.
Heart-pounding moments for the moms and dads,
yes,
too.
Definitely.
So how long you guys been practicing, coming out here and practicing for that?
For Spirit, we've been practicing for about a month, and for competition, we've been practicing
pretty much all summer long. We take a couple of weeks off. Georgia High School mandates one dead week, but we take a couple of vacation weeks too. So.
And everyone here, this is Cammie Daly.
Yes.
Yes.
Cammie Daly.
Daly, sorry. And you're on the competition side of this, right? So.
Right.
Tell us what that means.
This will be my first year in 20 years not doing Spirit, so we've got
pass the gauntlet down.
Pass the gauntlet down, yeah. So, but I'll still be here. I love football, but yeah, and Haley will be helping us with competition as well.
Oh,
so,
great.
yeah, we've been practicing all summer. We have somebody come in and choreograph for us. Our first competition will be September the 13th at West Lawrence High School. They'll be hosting a competition that day.
What does it take to get ready for competition?
It's only 2.5 minutes, but like wrestling, it's a long 2.5 minutes. You have to perform certain skills with certain elements. You have to stunt, you have to tumble, you have to dance, you have to jump.
All of this to in time with the music, right?
In time with the music, yes. And so we've got a theme this year with sunshine, so we're looking for a bright, successful year.
Oh, what kind of songs are you going to use?
We've got...
I put you on the spot here.
Yeah, we only got the music. Good Day Sunshine, My Little Light of Mine.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah.
It's really peppy for the kids.
Tell me your experience. You said you've done the Spirit for 20 years. How did you get into this from the beginning?
My dad was a football coach, so I grew up around athletics. And when I started at East Lawrence, I just felt like I needed to be involved with the kids, and that was an avenue that I could become involved with the kids in their extracurricular.
Yeah.
Because it's a different side. I think it's important for kids to see another side of the people at school rather than just I'm the counselor, rather than just your teacher mode or your counselor mode. Because I'm different at football games and at practice than I am in my office on a daily basis.
Right.
And I think that's important to become involved with the kids and support them in their extracurricular activities.
And she's probably pretty fierce too, right?
Yeah.
So you've been cheering instructor for 20 years. Tell me about the change that you've seen.
A lot. When I first started was the first few years of competitive cheerleading. And it has grown over the years. It's really taken us a while to get our scoring sheet where it is not so subjective. because, it's a rubric that we follow, and we get points for certain skills that you perform, and if you don't perform those skills, you score in a lower bracket.
Yeah.
But the kids are different. I don't know. It just has really changed. But that the competitiveness of cheerleading has really become intense.
Yes.
We used to be excited when we could do a one-legged stunt, and now
So it's gotten pretty more intense.
Yes. So yeah.
Wow. And are the girls ready? Are they excited?
They are, and we can execute our skills. Sometimes executing them individually, and then when you put them all together is another story. You have to work on building your stamina. Mm-hmm. So that's what we'll be working on the next few months is stamina and execution.
Right. Now, being out there on the field, how hard is it for you to keep up that spirit, to keep it going nonstop?
Our seniors this year are really good about motivating the other members of the squad, so if anyone ever just kind of looks tired or lazy, they make sure they call a cheer and keep them going.
Wow, not only do they pep up the crowd, but they also pep up each other.
Yeah.
That's great, to be able to have that team spirit with each other.
Yeah, that's really great. We have some really good leaders on our squad this year.
That's good, and that's very important to have.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. And it's important that they understand the game so that they know when it's appropriate to call. You don't want to call offense when you're defense. So we do have to work on that with some of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. So you have some sort of football class for them. It's a football, not a soccer ball.
Right. Yes.
And it's not first base, it's touchdown.
Right, yeah.
Or touchdown or home. Right, sure. A lot of things that go into cheering, and some things, you just don't think about. When you're up there in the stands and you're watching the game, you just expect to see the cheerleaders and hear them. And sometimes you take it for granted. But to know the insides and outs of what it takes, I'm sure it takes hours to get the cheers right. And I'm sure aches and pains, too.
Yes.
Yes.
It definitely
and the
does.
band is an important aspect at the football games. We really depend a lot on the band, and I'm the drum major for that year, where we can call a pep song, so to kind of get the crowd fired up, and they do a really good job of working with us, and we hate it when they leave the stands to go get ready for halftime, because that's usually when we happen to score. So, but yeah, we depend a lot on the band during football games for additional support.
Right, it ties in together, and the players out there on the field. You can't have football without those three elements: the band, the players, and the cheerleaders. Oh yeah, and you guys too out there in the stands.
Yeah, the fans that know it all.
Well, we're going to go for a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to talk to some of the Falcon cheerleaders, so stay with us. You're watching Around Town. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Around Town. I'm Elizabeth Graff, and we're still here at East Lawrence High School, and I have some Falcon cheerleaders with me. And you ladies are Spirit cheerleaders. Tell us your name.
My name's Kate.
And what's your last name?
Mills.
And?
I'm Jennifer Lopez.
And?
I'm Jordan Oliver.
Great, girls. Now tell me, what does it mean to be a Spirit cheerleader? Well, you're out there on the field. You're at the games, right?
You're trying to get the crowd
Motivated?
motivated.
Okay.
And the football team, encourage them to do their best.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 10th grade.
So how long have you been a cheerleader?
Since I could walk.
Oh, wow. So what makes you keep deciding to be a cheerleader year after year?
I just like to make people happy,
Yeah, I can tell. She's got such a great smile, too. And do you have a favorite cheer?
I like them all.
Yeah. When you're out there and you've got to, you've got to get your cheer on, are you ever caught like the deer in the headlights, nervous, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Well, sometimes, but I keep my smile on my face and keep going, even if I do look like an idiot.
Good for you. So tell me, how long have you, what grade are you in? How long have you been a cheerleader?
I'm a sophomore, and I've been cheering for 2 years now.
What made you decide to do this?
I found out that cheerleaders get the crowd motivated and the team, and I just really like spirit.
Have you always been that way? Been able to get everybody in the mood for cheering and excited?
No, I used to be shy until joining cheerleading.
Oh, you came out of your shell.
Yes, I did.
Wow, what an amazing thing to happen. That doesn't happen very often. It's so difficult to do that.
Yeah, it is.
And tell me about what it takes to practice and everything. I mean, how many hours, how many days?
After practice, I usually would practice in my room by myself because I was so shy. And then, having friends there, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. And is it difficult? Have you ever hurt yourself yet?
No.
Well, that's
I
good.
haven't.
What do you do any stunts?
Yes. Actually, she's my back spot.
Oh, really? So you're probably one of the ones that get tossed and flipped because you're lightweight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're afraid of heights?
No,
No.
I'm not.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah.
I would be scared.
Has there ever been a moment when you're coming back down and you're like, she's not going to catch me?
Yeah, there have been times, but I'm just you have to trust and make sure that your team is there for you.
Well, that's great. That's great to be able to trust, along with keep it going, keep the cheering on, keep the smile on. Right?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So come on over here and tell me your name.
I'm Jordan Oliver.
Okay, so Jordan, she's up in the air, and you've got to catch her, what's going through your head?
My main concern is making sure she doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah. Now, I've seen, movies and everything where the girls, they're getting tossed, and you ever get kicked in the face?
Multiple times.
Oh, my goodness.
All the time. But it's not most of the time. Sometimes it's her, but not all the time. She's a very good flyer.
Oh, good. So it's a dangerous sport, cheerleading, and that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a sport.
It is.
Yeah, and you have to be pretty tough to be able to throw them up in the air and to catch them too.
Yes, ma'am.
And to keep the cheer going. So what grade are you in, and how long have you been in cheering?
I'm a sophomore, and this is my 4th year cheering. Mm-hmm. I started my 7th grade year.
Wow. What school were you at before you came here?
East Lawrence.
Yeah. So you guys, kept it together pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you going to keep going with the cheering? Yeah. Where are you hoping to go? You going to do this in college?
I hope so, but I'm gonna try my hardest.
Yeah. Now, I was told that you ladies are spirit cheerleaders. Any chance that you might end up also becoming a competition cheerleader?
If I learn how to tumble, maybe.
Yeah.
If I learn how to tumble.
Yeah.
I'm not medically cleared. So.
Oh, goodness gracious. No. I love this group. These are crazy girls. So I know you guys are going to be doing a great job getting the crowd going and motivated, and these players pumped up and ready to keep scoring, right?
Yes.
You're welcome. Well, we're going to go for another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to some girls who are the spirit and the competition cheerleaders. Stay with us. You're watching Around Town. Welcome back, everyone, to Around Town. Still here at East Lawrence, and I have 3 girls here with me who are spirit and competition girls. And tell us your names.
Mason Young.
Khadijah Evans.
Carly Daniel.
Now, I called them girls. These are tough young ladies here. And tell us what grade you're in.
I'm going to 10th
Going into 10th. How long have you been a cheerleader?
since I was in 6th grade.
Okay, now how long have you been in the competition part of the cheerleading?
Since 7th.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
So what does it take to be a competition cheerleader versus just a spirit cheerleader? And please, I don't mean just. These girls, they do a lot. So what does it take to do the competition part?
You have to have a lot of commitment because we have a lot of practice days, and you have to love the sport, actually.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of strength and effort and communication, especially.
Okay, so you have your spirit practices.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you have even more practices for the competition part.
It gets hard at times because we're out here 4 or 5 days a week, but really, if you love it as much as we do, it doesn't bother you.
So it's not just cheerleading. This is your life.
Yes, ma'am.
All the days it takes to do the practicing, the hours. What do you do in your spare time?
When I'm at home, it depends
Yeah,
on what, I guess. I don't know.
probably
I'm not at home that much.
pass out and take care of the aches and pains, right? Are you looking forward to the competition this
Yes,
year?
ma'am.
Yeah, awesome. So tell us your name.
Khadijah
And Khadijah, what's your last name and tell me what grade?
Evans, and I'm going to 11th grade.
11th grade. One more year and then you'll be a senior.
I'm excited.
Wow, that is exciting.
Yeah.
So you've got your competition uniform on right here, and tell us how long have you been cheering?
I've been cheering since I entered 6th grade.
Oh, for quite a while now. Okay, and what about the competition part? How long have you been doing that?
Also 6th grade.
Wow, you just jumped right in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was your support system in getting you into this?
Mostly Miss Kelly Walker. She's now Miss Kelly Pageant. She started a gymnastics studio on the east side, so she got all of her girls, and we all just loved it. So we decided to try out when we got to middle school.
Right. So which one is the hardest, the spirit or
Definitely competition.
the? Yeah. Why is that?
It takes a lot of strength and mental stability because it does get hard and it gets very frustrating, but it's worth it when we get that first place trophy every time.
Right. And it's just a little bit over 2 minutes, but I mean it probably feels like forever.
Yeah, it's an adrenaline rush, really.
Right. And so you're just putting on a show for a little over 2 minutes, but it takes days and hours and weeks and months to get it ready.
Yes, it takes all summer and the first 3 months of school year
Right.
to get it done.
Goodness gracious. And when you're out there, what's going through your head? What keeps you going?
I'm just thinking, it's almost over. This is what you love doing. Push.
Yeah. And what are you hoping to do when you're done with high school?
I'm hoping to go to college and possibly even cheer in college. So,
Really? Oh, well, I
excited.
hope that happens for you.
thank you.
And tell us your name.
Carly Daniel.
And tell me how long have you been cheering and what grade you're in?
I've been cheering since 6th grade, and I'm going to 11th grade.
Wow, another one.
Yeah.
All right. So what made you decide to go into the competition part of cheering?
My older sister, who's helping coach now, she cheered in high school, and it's basically always been in my family, so I just looked up to her and wanted to be like her.
Right. Is she tough on you?
Yes, very.
Do you feel like she might be a little more tough than on you than anyone else?
Yes, she definitely pushes me.
You ever tell her, stop picking on me?
No, I just let her do it.
You take it. Ah, you're tough. Good go, girl. I know what it's like to be a little sister.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So, tell me what it's like for you when you're out on the field and then when you're in the competition part.
On the field, there's not much stress or anything. We're just out there doing what we love to do. But when it's competition time, you have so much nerves and you're thinking about doing everything right. It's just a lot of craziness.
Right. But you're still having fun.
Oh, yes, we love it.
Yeah. And tell me what it takes to get on the field for you. I mean, I know it's a lot of fun, but what's the toughest part?
Probably making sure the whole team knows all the cheers so we can all do them together.
Yeah. So you're teaching the fans too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We like for them to join in with us.
Right. So what's your favorite cheer when you're on the field?
Probably Hey You in the crowd, like trying to get the crowd to join in with us.
Awesome. So when they do, do you get goosebumps and everything?
Yes, because we just like to see them like participating in with us.
Yeah. And what about when your team scores?
Well, we get really hyped up and start jumping around.
Yeah.
And
Tell me about the competition part when you're done and it's been a flawless performance.
it's just perfect. We're like ecstatic.
Yeah. Are you hoping for that this year?
Yes, definitely.
Of course. And what are you hoping to do when you graduate high school?
I'm going to college, and I want to do something in the medical field and hopefully have time to cheer in college too.
Great, great. Well, you young ladies, you're tough, you're strong. I mean, you have a lot of fun, and it really shows. You have to have it show. But has there ever been a moment when you're like, oh, I just really don't want to be here?
It definitely it's really tiring to your body, and after some time it may feel like that, but it doesn't last long because
Right.
I'm ready to get back out there and do it again.
Right, you got that adrenaline rush. And so when you're done with high school, what are you hoping to do? Anything in cheering?
I want to go to college and hopefully cheer while I'm in college, and then want to be a nurse.
Oh, well, great. Well, I thank you, ladies, for chatting with me today and for us here on Around Town. And we can't wait to see what you guys have in store on the field and in competition. And good luck.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you next time on Around Town.
Let's go!